Good afternoon.
Jürgen, how's your first week been? What impression has the club and the city made on you?
Yeah, different things I had to do in this week, of course, to try to do some things for my private situation, to find something to live. But obviously, the paparazzi know before I know where I'm going to. So it's not the most funny thing in my life, but it's okay. And then most of the time I was here and talking to many people, try to understand how LFC works, how LFC how LFC is, and yeah, now a big step ahead, and everything is okay until now. Of course, we have had some problems, of course, with the players. They didn't, they were with the national teams, and but it's a normal situation. Of course, I knew situations like this. It's a little bit different because I don't know so much about the players, and so it's always for managers you're always nervous and waiting for the player after the game. Can you get some information? And we had not only perfect information, the case of young Gun Gomez is not the best, of course. And so now yesterday we had 3 good, very good exercise, good trainings. The boys are really willing to listen, to understand what we want. It's not the time to change so many things. It's to really, only to turn the screws a little bit and in the right way, and that's what we try to do. So most of the time, I was here and worked with all the stuff of LFC.
How do you go about assessing, preparing the players, and then also selecting your side when there has been such a staggered return from international duty?
Okay, I watch football all the time, so I know many things about my new players, and that's not the biggest problem. But it's not so interesting what they did last week, 2 weeks ago. For me, it's more interesting what are they able to do on their best day, and that's what I'm looking for, and that's how I try to make the starting lineup for Tottenham, of course. So yeah, it's no big problem in this moment. Of course, everything would be better if we work together for 6 weeks, and then, but it's not a perfect world, how we know, and so we have to rule this situation. It's not. I knew that it's like it is, and so it's no problem in this moment.
Simon? Hi, there's not normally this amount of people here for a pre-match press conference, and you've already said about, in terms of people taking photographs of you, quite a lot. In terms of the enormity with all those and with what you've got to do, task as well, has that sunk in now in terms of how big the task that you've got, or was it what you'd expected?
I never think about things like this. I'm not interested in how many people are in this room or something like this. I don't like being photographed all the time, of course. Who is? You want to be the? Yeah, no, okay. I think it's not the most funny job to wait for me 2 hours, 3 hours when I came out, make one photo and go home. But it's not a real problem. It's only the situation. So, but I don't think about these things. It's absolutely okay. Yeah, you want to know something? I tell you what I want to say, and then we work. I'm only interested in what we can do behind this door, not on the other side. But everybody told me that it will cool down in the next weeks. I hope it's not because of the results. I hope it's because you get a little bit cooler, and yeah, because what the most important thing what we have to do now is to train as often, as long as it's possible, and not think about expectations from outside. The best thing, I don't read what you write, though I'm completely free of expectations. I'm not interested in. I know my pressure, what I make myself is big enough, so I don't need anybody to tell me you have to be successful. I know it. So I'm completely in my middle and can work with the boys.
And in terms of going into the Tottenham game, it's 5 draws out of the last 6 games and not a lot of goals scored. So have you managed to identify how to make that difference and perhaps who can unlock that door to wins now?
Yeah, but if I say we have to make a restart, that's only one information. The last 5-6 games are the most important information. We have to really to start new, and that's what we do. So I'm not interested in what were the faults a few weeks ago. So I only think about what can we do to be stable in a game, to close all our doors, and if it's possible, we'll look a little bit out, and then we'll see what will happen. We have to be active. We're very active. We have to be, ready for work. We have to be ready for enjoy the game. We have to be ready for many things. And we play against a very, very good Premier League team. They work together for some time. I don't know, what's the right word, but they look fine-tuned. Yeah, they were good together. Maybe they have some problems with injuries or other things, but it's a good team. We know how, I think, we know how they want to play. That's an important point, to know many things about this. Analyze is very important, but it's more important to analyze their own situation. And yeah, I think now, if nothing happens in the next exercise, the next trainings, I know how I want to play, and we have to use these 2 exercises today and tomorrow, to understand a little bit more. But at the end, it's only football. It's important. So all these guys are able to play really good football, and that's what they did in their past. That's the reason why they are here. And now we have to open our, our Brust? Chest. Ah, thank you. We have to open our chest, and then let's run and fight and shoot and all the things, and defend together and attack together and all the things like in your best dream football looks like.
Chris, what is the diagnosis on Joe Gomez, and is there any update on Christian Benteke from Eno and any others?
Yeah, situations are totally different, of course. Gomez came here and left. I met him first time. What a wonderful young boy, tall, muscles in the right position, everything is fine, but injured knee. It's an ACL, and yeah, now it goes his way. I don't know. Now we have to make further diagnostic and more diagnostic, and then yeah, we'll see when he gets operated or his surgery, maybe. And from this point on, he goes in the other direction. Then he can count the days when he's back. He's a very young guy. It's not the best day, and it was not the best day in his life, of course. But I'm pretty good in waiting for players, and young players especially. So this is his home, and we will do everything that he can come back as soon as possible, of course. Okay, then Benteke and Firmino, they are on their way too. They back on the pitch, not team training, but it gets better and better and better. I don't know exactly when they will come back, but I hope next week in team training, normal team training, and when they're in team training, we have to see how good they are in shape, how fit they are, how good do they feel, and then it's not the longest time they were off then. And so I think then it can go quick, and but they're ready for playing it. But we have to wait next week. So in this moment, I don't think for sure not Saturday and Thursday. I don't think so. Maybe Sunday, but you have to ask me next week again.
BBC. Jürgen, you
talked about not paying attention to expectations. There is an expectation that your Liverpool team this weekend will look different, will play in a different way. And do you believe you've had the time and the impact of the players in order for that to happen, for your Liverpool team to look different this weekend?
Everything is different in this moment, of course. So for sure we want to look different. That's because only because I'm here, everything is different. So that's what I expect, that we can see that we, not too often, but we work together. That's what I want to see. I want to see maybe, yes, more braveness. Yes, I want to see, more fun in their eyes. I want to see that they like what they do. I saw it in the week. It's good. Really, really good boys. And yeah, if this is different, if maybe we can be we can be very, very good organized, as good as possible after this short time, because this is what we have to train in this moment, because it's not allowed to think only about offensive things. I knew and I know that until now we have not enough goals on the right side, but yeah, you have to start the development on the other side. You have to feel stability. You feel this, and you are free for offensive and creativity and all these things. And that's how football works, and that's what we try to do.
Mike, BBC question.
Yeah, again, I know you've only had a handful of training sessions with the players. How long do you expect it will take before they adapt to the new things that you want to do and introduce? How long do you think that will be?
It depends on the things. It's some things you can change like this, of course. You can change mentality like this. You can change readiness like this. That's all you can change. It's not fixed in that you cannot do more or things like this. That you can change, but to get really tuned as a team, that takes time for sure. But it's not interesting. I'm not interested in the problems we could have on Saturday. No, really not. This is a very important game for us because of 1 point. After this game, we know more. That's very important. I know the biggest problem I met 2 kind of people in the last week. I'm here for a week now, yeah. Most of them say, we win the league, we win the league, we win the league, most of the time. And the other guys looked a little bit like, oh, what have you done? Why are we here? And both is not right in this moment. Both are not interesting. It's not interesting what the people think about this. We want to get back trust. We want to from outside, and we want to get back confidence, more and more and more and more in our own skills, our own quality, and that needs sometimes more, sometimes less time. Good example is the Aston Villa game when Millie made a goal after, I don't know, minute, 2, very early in the game. And everything changed in this moment. And very important is that it's not the only way to get free in a game, feel free in a game when you make a goal in the first 2 or 3 minutes. No, because 0-0 is absolute normal result. It always starts with 0-0, so it's completely okay. So you can try and try and try more and try different and all the things, and then you will find a way if you are patient enough to find the next, to wait for the next situation, and don't think, oh my God, it was like last week, like last year, whatever. So then you're on a good way, and that's the feeling I want to give the players, that they can trust in themselves. I told them, of course I'm here because LFC is a great club, but I'm here because of them, because I had the feeling that I can help these guys. And so, and now we have to work together, and I need their help, of course. And if this work together, and if we don't dream on only success in each situation, if we are prepared for problems in the game, if we are strong enough to handle this situation yeah, then we can stay in the game. If you can stay in the game, you can win the game.
Alison?
Jürgen, hi.
Hi.
Just to note, you were speaking earlier about not particularly liking the photos and that aspect of things. I wonder what you make of if you've seen your lookalike going around town getting photos of the fans. Have you seen your doppelganger?
My doppelganger? No.
No? You should look out for him.
In Germany, I have a 0815 face, like everybody. So maybe many people around there look like me. Bad, not the best shape in the world, funny hairstyle, and then glasses, and they look like me. So no, I'm not. I don't know about nothing about him.
Carl?
Jürgen, you mentioned earlier about wanting to bring a braveness back to your players. How do you do that? How do you make them brave?
No, it's the braveness we need in football. The braveness to make faults. It's very important. This is a fantastic game, football. We all love it because of some reasons. It can be spectacular, and then all the things. It's fast, it's hard, everything. But it doesn't work without faults. Never in history. So, we as a human being, we always think about faults. Right? I mean, don't think about the good things, okay? And that's what we have to learn again. It's not important how many faults you make in a game. It's important that nobody can remember after the game. That's very important. So you win 4-0 and you made 4 big mistakes, nobody can remember. Okay, they talk about it. Maybe in England I saw you talk about everything, but it's not important then. And that's where you can always get better, to accept that something is not the best decision in your life. So football works, that you're prepared for that your teammate make a fault, and you can help him, that it's not the biggest in his life. That's how it works. We have to be compact, close together in the game, in a tactical meaning. And if you're always close enough with your players, so you have always options to play with, and you have always options who can help. Are you close enough? Yeah, I'm there, can get the ball back, can play the next perfect ball. We don't have to try always the most risky ball in our life. We have to learn to run and fight and do everything until the moment. When the moment's there, take it.
Jürgen Klopp, Ute Robert from ZDF.
Danke.
Ich würde Sie gerne in Deutsch fragen. I'm also translating the question, but you have so far only trained German teams. Now you're in Liverpool. What would you say is the difference? What was the challenge for you, and is there any parallel to Dortmund?
Soll ich jetzt auf Deutsch antworten? Oder? Das wäre super. Es gibt natürlich Parallelen zu Dortmund, das ist doch keine Frage. Es ist ein sehr emotionaler, sehr leidenschaftlicher Verein. Beide sind ganz großartige Vereine. Und was war der erste Teil der Frage?
Was hat den Reiz ausgemacht?
Ach so, aber das habe ich ja schon gesagt. Das einfach weil die Intensität, mit der der Fußball gelebt wird, da habe ich natürlich absolut Lust drauf, Bock drauf, auch wenn es dann beinhaltet, dass, ja, wie soll ich es ausdrücken, dass alles, was ich mache und alles, was ich sage, extrem interessant ist für alle Leute. Das gehört jetzt nicht gerade zu meinen Lebenszielen dazu, dass ich denke, dass ich so viel zu sagen hätte und so viel irgendwie, dass man immer drüber sprechen müsste. Ich fühle mich ganz wohl, wenn man in der Kabine ist. Deshalb, aber es ist die Intensität, mit der Fußball gelebt wird, ganz klar. Das hat noch.
Positives Gefühl.
Ja, das ist ein sehr positives Gefühl, absolut.
Andreas, anything else?
Hello. I just want to show you something first. This is the new bestseller in the supporter show.
Yeah.
And the fans really the fans already seem really happy and excited with you.
Yeah,
You can feel the love in the city.
yeah. Yeah. Yesterday I was. We had a dinner with Jaco, Pete, and our wives together, and 2 people came and wanted a photo with me, and I had to say no, please don't, because each photo they made with me until now, it's on Twitter. I don't understand this. It's more than in Germany, I would say. I met a guy and his wife with a dog. I would say they were about 50, and they asked me for a photo. I said, of course. Next day, in the newspaper. And they give me the photo. Oh, you were there, you were there. It looks like I'm always in restaurants and bars. So I told them, please wait for 1 year, then I can make the next photo in a restaurant, because I'm not this kind of type. And so, yeah. But I felt that that people are a little bit it's not too bad that I'm here. And they think this, but it's. In this moment, it's a little bit strange because we didn't play. That's the thing. If they love me after the match, it's much more what I want than before. So let's start playing football. Let's start to do the things for what I'm here. And then we will see how our relationship will develop.
Brilliant. Thank you, guys. We're going to go to room 1. Thank you very much. Yes, boss, we'll go this way.
Would say it was a pleasure.
Ich soll herzliche Grüße bestellen. Von Conny Zeller aus Mainz.
Offen in Mainz, kann es sein?
Ja, das kann gut sein.
Beim Spiel.
Ja.
Und dann hat sie jetzt 50. oder sowas
Ja.
jetzt demnächst. Ja, sie wollte mich einladen. Hat sie gehabt, da hat sie mich eingeladen. Da konnte ich jetzt auch nicht.
Ich weiß, ich war nicht da.
Okay. Bis zurück. Ja, ja.
Bis zum nächsten Mal.
Jo, ciao.
Tschüss.
Good luck, Jürgen. Thank you.